Hi everybody, it's Tommy Jo from Bird Street Studio, and I'm here with my bag of scraps. And I think that I need to make a couple masterboards and make a dent in these. So I pulled out some paper that I had up there, and I thought, let's just start. There's no better way than to just start. So I'm gonna pull the bigger pieces out. This is a collage already, so that would work. But anything else, I'm going to just pull the bigger pieces out. These are ones that I was using for the Asian journal. That actually is a good one to use. And I have not sorted these at all, but I can see where these could be all like Asian pieces, so I could make the masterboards for that and save them, right? Save the page? I don't know. Let's just see. Oh, look at this one right here. I don't know, something that big, if it's gonna interpret well as like an Asian piece or something. I don't know. But let's just pull it all out and we'll see. These are scraps from this Asian journal that we're doing. There's scraps in here from the Bee journal. But lots of Asian scraps. Oh, these were when we were collaging the page. I have a lot of Amy's papers in here too, but let's start with this and see where it takes us. Boy, I got a lot of scraps. We can also work on putting some in. Look at all these scraps. We could also work on putting some in my math, the glue book, my math glue book. I don't know. I just don't know. Okay, I need a glue stick. Well, this one I want to keep. Okay, I want a glue stick, and we just want to start. This, what would be cool about this is to, you know, just put it in an envelope, in a paper envelope, like how I save pieces for, you know, the next time we decide to do an Asian inspired page or journal, right? It would be perfect. Let's put that up in that corner because it's a big piece and it's a perfect corner piece. So it's beautiful here today. I guess we could kind of call this part of Mass Make March, right? Mass Make March, Masterboard March, Make It March. I don't know. Because it is March that we're making it. I'm not sure when I'll put this up, this video. And we don't know what direction these are going to end up using this or cutting these, so I'm just putting them wherever and in whatever direction, because I don't really know, right? Anyways, I need to do like a craft room tour. I keep telling people that I'm going to do it. The problem I'm having is that I have nothing on any of my walls. I have, ooh, is my cord hanging down? I have nothing on any of my walls. What I have are 2 videos that I started a couple of years ago. Oh, look at this is from Joey Cardmaker's kit. I have 2 videos that I started a couple years ago, and what happened was I thought I'm going to do I knew that I was going to remodel my house, and so I wanted to do a craft room tour of what this looked like. And my studio has changed since I moved into this house, because it used to be I had a spare room where they enclosed a carport, and I used to hold art classes out there. But I have since not. Oh, look at that. Anyways, I ended up making that room, totally remodeling when I did the house, and made that a bedroom. So then I moved my studio into this room, which is my walk-in closet. Was my walk-in closet. Oh, I wanted to put this up here. And so I kind of just piled everything in here. So I did a video of that. Just like I had metal shelving in here. I had all kinds of stuff in here. And so I did a video. And of course, you know, in the video I go around and I'm showing you everything that's in here and wherever, you know, like everybody does. They say, oh, and in this drawer I keep this and whatever. The problem with that was I did it, but that's not how my studio stayed, because I have remodeled since. So anyway, so then I did another video. I did another video when I had my window put in, but I didn't have my IKEA shelves or anything, my Kallax units or anything in here. So then, of course, I went through and, you know, showed you how I arranged that. But then I got my Kallax units, and I want to put this right here. I don't know if I want to do that. I got my Kallax units, and so now it's even different. So it's like, in order to edit those videos, I don't know how to edit them, because, you know, half of the video is like going around the room showing you where everything is. It's kind of weird. But anyways, so I keep thinking I need to do it. It is kind of the way it's going to stay. Shy of, I'd like to put some shelving up on the walls in front of me. and I would like to you know, get more organization, and then also, you know, hang some artwork or something in here, because there's nothing on these walls other than over there by my door. My granddaughter drew a picture one day and left it on my computer, and I taped it up there with some washi tape. Anyways, other than that, there's no artwork in here. And so I'm hesitant because I have some scratches and that on the walls, like from where I had, you know, this used to be a closet, so there was racks and that. Anyway, so I need to do that. My house is a cement block, so I don't have a lot of artwork hanging, because in order to hang it, it's got to go in cement, or you have to use the 3M things, and they don't hold that well on the cement because the cement changes temperature so much with the weather. When it's cold, the cement gets really cold, and you put up those 3M strips, and you know, then they get cold, and then it heats, and then they melt, and so all of a sudden you'll walk by and a picture will like fall off the wall. This room, however, does have a wood wall, and I could put something up here. But I just haven't. I'm like more into, I'd much rather craft than hang stuff on the walls. I got a lot of scraps. And I don't like to do like, actually it's not that I don't like to, I struggle with doing like craft videos, like just sit and craft and talk and craft. I struggle with those kind of videos, and those are the ones that I watch of everybody else's. But I struggle with those myself. So I need to be like making something in particular, taking part in a challenge, doing that kind of stuff to enjoy turning the camera on. So I don't know. So a lot of you, as you're crafting, you just turn your camera on and that's what you post as your videos. What if you don't do that? How do you do you just craft? I mean, do you, like, I sit in here and I craft all the time, but I don't turn the camera on. So I make all kinds of stuff, but I really don't turn my camera on unless I'm making a journal, or I'm doing, like I said, I'm doing a challenge or something. And my setup is one where it takes a while for what I video to load up in the iCloud. And so I can't, like, I don't know, I saw somebody the other day, they were editing a video and it had to go up in 2 hours. And that would not work for me because oh, that's not true. Maybe it was already filmed. Yeah, I'm going to guess that that's the case. It was probably already filmed and they were editing. Oh, that's tight though for me. I'd struggle with that. But yeah, when I record a video, I can't really edit it in that until the next day. I did finally find a way to, I found a cord that I am able to take stuff off my phone, but it still takes a long while. And my phone has to be out of commission for me to do that. I'm gonna move these because they're kind of bigger pieces. And I can't always be without my phone. So I don't know. So I couldn't do videos every day. Now I do video ahead because I asked ChatGPT to help me get more organized. And ChatGPT told me I had to record a week in advance. I think I want to just put that right there. Or maybe this way, because of the way I don't know. Anyways, so I've been trying to do that. So I usually am recorded about a week ahead. And what worked out really good is that worked out good when my sister and my nieces came. Oh, look at that. Nice. Okay, we got one done, but I still have a lot of scraps, so let's make another one. But so it was really nice when they came to visit. I didn't have to worry about recording. And what I'll do is these pages, maybe I will, because they're already blank on the back, I think I can just put them in a folder with like any other Asian stuff that I have left over when we finish the journal. I also have some bee stuff, so I think I have bee scraps. Not too many though. I did really good with that journal. I think I want to put this over here. But anyways, I could do the same thing, just make whole sheets and not cut them up right away, right? Well, this is a good edge piece. Trying to get more into, not like when I ordered digitals and that, my inclination is to want to print them out right away, and so then I end up storing them because I want to see them, you know, I want to see what they look like printed. Anyways, I I'm going to try to change that habit. If I order a digital, I don't have to print it right away, and just, you know, keep it in mind for when I decide I want to do that journal. And then chances are I would want to print it anyways when I make the decision to create a journal with them, because I would need them printed out to be able to see, you know, the colors, how they print and that. But that way it would take a lot of the space that my shelving takes up, is because I have pre-printed digitals up there just waiting. Some sticky papers here. I need to get a new pages, because I'm running out of pages. I've had this book that I use as a glue book over here for a long while, and now it's almost out of pages. Actually, I might have a French book. I don't know. I'm not sure. My grandson left some textbooks here when he moved back to Utah for a short while, and then he decided to go to Japan. Anyway, so he's got a few boxes here that he asked me to store, but his textbooks he didn't want, so he told me I could use those. And it's so funny, because when he was in high school, all he wanted to do was learn to speak French. That was his big thing. He was going to go to France, and he wanted to learn to speak French, and he was going to live in France, I guess. I don't know. And then he got on this, he did parkour, and he went to all over. He went to Iceland and Germany and a bunch of different places. But not long after that, his friend majored in Japanese in college. Not majored in it, majored in English, but his second major was Japanese, the language. And they ended up doing a pilgrimage in Japan, and Z just fell in love with Japan. Absolutely in love with it. So that's why he's over there teaching. So he doesn't care about his French book anymore. I want to get these pieces on, because I want to use up the Asian text and that. Well, this kind of feels good. I'm getting rid of some small pieces as well as large. I keep looking at Roxy's weekly challenge. I did her challenge all last year, and I had so much fun with it. And boy, did I get a lot of ephemera made. Oh, but that's another thing. I have to make a idea book. Oh my goodness. I'm so far behind in stuff. I shouldn't be making masterboards. I should be doing that. Anyways, I watch Rachel every week. I watch her every week, just that she's doing right now. She's repeating some things that we did last year that I don't really need. And I explained to you that I'm not gonna participate if it's not something that I need. And I mean, there's no rules to that challenge. You just do it when you want. But she's mass making everything, so it's kind of cool because everything's kind of going to mass make right now. Just kind of neat that she's doing that. So I just kind of keep watching and keep thinking that when she does something that I think I'll use or that I think I would like to mass make, I will participate that week. Last year I tried to do every week, but I didn't do every week. I tried to do as many weeks as I could, and this year, way less pressure. I'm not going to do it just to do it, And by the time I see other challenges, they're already started, but I think that Amy at Crafty Cat is starting her 50 stack challenge pretty soon. So I really want to participate in that. I so enjoyed watching her, and I think the other girls are on her design team, maybe, I don't know, but like Mitzi and can't remember who else did. I know I watched Mitzi and well, of course I watched Amy. So anyways, I enjoyed watching them, and I thought, oh, I think I would like to participate in that this year. Just want an odd piece is all I want. Put that right there. That's cool. Then we get 2 pieces done. I like that. Beautiful. So let's see. About 30 minutes. That's pretty good. So we've got 2 of them done. Look at that. See if we have enough. I think we might have enough to piece together one more. It won't have any of the writing on it, but that's okay. So let me see what else we have in the bag, and I will come right back and we'll do one more. Okay, I'm back, and I did tear up some pieces, so we should be a little bit ahead of the game here. So I'm making pizza dough for pizza. tonight for dinner. So I just finished kneading it the second time. Let's see, we got some of these. These are pieces. Oh, this is from Louisa's kit. This is a page I didn't use in the journal. So and I did get new glue sticks, so I was down to like 3 or 4, and of course that gives me agita to be down that low. So I ordered more from Amazon. And they came finally, thank heavens. Yeah, if I get too low on something, I get stomach pains. So. Cool thing about these is that you can stamp on them. These are Asian themed, however, so I don't know like how to stamp on them and still keep them that theme. I'm not really sure. Maybe if you did, I don't know. I'm just not really sure. I think we'll put it this way. But a lot of masterboards you can just stamp on them. And so like we could add color to this, like there's no red in this. And rather than try to pick a red paper that doesn't really match the theme, we could maybe stamp on it or something. This is a map of Shiano, whatever that is, Totomi Katsuki. I don't know if it's Japan or it's on water, so it's got to be around there somewhere. But I don't know Korea. You'd think I would know more about Vietnam. My sister had a lot of Vietnamese foster kids that came, you know, that escaped Vietnam. And they were in camps for a while, and then she was able to take them in. And I mean, really, they're just our relatives now. But you'd think I would know more about their country, but I do not. I remember when she first had them, though, they would do dishes, and that was the only time she allowed them to speak their native tongue to each other, because she had kids that couldn't understand. And it's not that they couldn't speak. I mean, if they were outside playing or something like that, they could, but she tried to have them speak as much English as they could in the house. And so if you went over there and they were out doing dishes, oh my gosh, it was so funny. Because I couldn't understand a word they said. Not a word. Cutest boys, though, who are now dads of college students. And they come to like all of it, like weddings and stuff like that. So it's so good to get together with them all. They were all there when I won when we went to my nephew's wedding, and we went to the casino, and I won at the casino, and they were all there. It was so fun. They supported me. It was so great. Of course, everybody did. But it was nice. Okay, so we got 3 done. Left over from some Asian scraps. Look how cool these are. And they are all just blank. Maybe I'll just trim them up on the back so we don't have to worry about backing them if we do journal cards or whatever. I don't want to cut them though just yet. I think I'm going to put them in a sleeve. And when we finish the Asian journal, I'll put anything that's left that I don't send along with the journal. I don't know, the Asian journal's coming along pretty good, though. I'm kind of really liking it. I don't know if I'll keep it or give it to my grandson or put it in my Etsy shop. I think that's it. I think we got them all trimmed out. So this is our, look at that, our Asian masterboards. I love them. Anyways, thank you to my subscribers, past, present, and future. And thank you to anybody here that's not subscribed that are watching. If you want to subscribe, we'd love to have you. And please leave a comment if you can. Give us a like. That really helps our channel grow. And I think that's it, everybody. I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.